Anything interesting? Back at it again. I was quite pleased with our last outing. Threats to my very existence aside. The arcane bobbin, wish we'd come up with a better name, was a smashing success. My sagacity astonishes me sometimes. Precisely. Each time, our expertise with this particular bit of metamagic improves. The connection between the Fate Weaver key and choices along my fate line grows stronger. My hope is to find multiple fate sites this go-around. Gubbins has prepared the inner sanctum for us. Let's head inside. Stonefalls, Mullabal Tor, and a Dwemer Ruin? Another set of frayed fates. Here's hoping they're a bit more luminous than those in Cozin's set. I believe we should start with Stonefalls. Well, as we learned in Cozin's set, frayed fates are most likely to appear at locales where I spent a considerable amount of time. That said, I'm not quite sure what I did in Stonefalls. Oh, Mora's many eyes. Damn it! Nothing wrong, per se. But I just remembered what I did in Stonefalls that might have resulted in weighty choices made. I was just starting out as a field researcher, still coming into my power as an arcanist. My inquiries were misguided. I chucked half a firkin of moon sugar and stayed awake for 4 days reading the sermons of Vivek. At the time, I hoped to gain some new insights into ancient magics. In any case, we know where to go. Onward and upward, to Ebonheart! I recall disliking my time in Stonefalls, but I'm having difficulty.
This works.
Friend, a moment of your time.
Just as we saw. Leave a key and we'll follow where it leads. Travel, the more I begin to get nervous. But why?
You would have found God's truth.
Ignore the soldiers. If they ask, we're just mages looking for reagents.
What a view! Aside from the coral over there. Be glad your silly facefuls can't smell colors. Oh, that orange smells like old fags fill out of an ogre's bottom. Let's find this breach, eh?
Quality material makes for quality. Sounds! A new lead! Let's get after it, cohort! Disturbing. Ominous. Hostilities ended. Now to relax. This frayed fate has been hollowed out like a witch's festival pumpkin. The adversary did this. Must have been his goal at the lost city of Na-Totambu. Also, can you hear the sound of the dread chitin rubbing against itself? I'm fairly sure I can. Full disclosure, cohort. No, I'm trying hard to maintain my sunny disposition and halcyon personality. I swear I can feel Dreg patapalps upon my skin. And my adversary. What is his plan? It's vexing. Is it a show of strength? No. He's me. This has some purpose. He's gathering power. But to what end? My initial enthusiasm for experimental results seems increasingly inappropriate. Let's away to Malabal Tor, the Aliad ruins of Elias. I spent some time there years ago. Boring though it was, it's likely the location of my frayed fate. Hopefully we'll find some clue to the adversary's plan.
We have an accord.
Good find, cohort.
I can't believe this. Tell that toothless runt to watch his back. By Mora's many eyes.
Use the Fate Weaver key, if you please. The adversary was just here. We can track him. I'm constructing a rune of seeking. Rutinary exploratum. He is clever, but I am cleverer. This portal should lead us directly to it. Netulif Tink! Of course! The third We stand before the entrance to the Dwemer construct known as Netulif Tink. The adversary must be inside. It's imperative we discover his purpose here, cohort. It's entirely possible some dangerous artifacts are still kicking around in there. Most don't know how to use them, but I do. Which in all likelihood probably means... If he's here to expand on my Fate Weaver research, I imagine we'll find him in the Emetric Interval Chamber. It's at the heart of the ruins. Be ready for a scrap. I took pains to keep a low profile, but together we'll likely attract attention. Let's head inside. We must reach the adversary before they do anything catastrophic or cataclysmic. Also, dibs on any soul gems we find inside. This construct is where my path to the Fate Weaver key finally came into focus. The ancient lore of the Dwemer commingled with my incandescent research. Oh no, not directly. But Dwemeric tonal architecture was the final inspiration I needed to crack the problem. It led directly to my understanding of fate weaving, and thus to our current situation. At one point, I seriously considered investigating the mystery. I decided against it after doing other researches in the field. someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Make better choices.
achieves it. He's here. We got it.
Welcome, counterpart. It's here that we discovered the true potential of the Fate Lines, and I've returned to claim the device
Cut him off from the
We both saw the power, the potential, the chance to claim the strength of your essence. You rebuke our very nature. I am the part of you that knows the true way to power. And we shall meet again.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
me?
Inquiry asked and answered, I suppose. The adversary came here for a Dwemeric device to modify his Fate Weaver key. I'm at a loss. To think this is where my experiment might have led. To erase me, replace me, and inflict the power of his dark Fate Weaver upon our world. Cohort, knowledge was the gift that allowed me to strike out on my own. To travel Nirn and beyond. To see it twisted like this is sickening. Because he's me. He's the Azandar I see in the mirror on my worst days. The arse I struggle with in the darkest parts of the night when research, travel, and tea can't distract me. To end him. But that's easier said than done. With the strength he's gained now, who knows what my adversary is capable of? I will throw myself into this research with the full force of my faculties, Cohort. I expected nothing less. And consider our accomplishments. We've confirmed the adversary's goal, denied him the interval chamber, and finally, I see the seriousness of my actions. For now, accept this stipend with my vehement thanks. What can an Arcanist do for you today? Absolutely. But the adversary is inextricably bound to my fate line. Thankfully,